doesn't really make that much sense. Not only that, but in a cell phone in the car, they found this creepy photo of the daughter in the woods the day the family disappeared. It was impossible to tell from the condition of the truck if they had left voluntarily or had been forced out of the car by someone else. A search party was formed and investigators combed through miles of woods and surrounding area looking for any trace of the Jameson family, but nothing was found. On November 16th, 2013, 4 years later, just 3 miles away from where the truck was parked, hunters stumbled upon the partial remains of 2 adult skeletons and 1 child skeleton. Forensic testing proved that it was the Jameson family, but due to how decomposed the bodies were, they couldn't find a cause of death. So the police decided to open the case back up again and check through the family security footage. What they found was extremely odd. In the video, the couple is seen going back and forth between the house and the truck, packing up their things, and in the video they didn't interact once, and they seem to be bringing and taking the same stuff from the house. Prior to their disappearance, Bobby Dale had gone to his pastor and claimed that his home was haunted, saying that he had 2 to 4 ghosts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
had also purchased a satanic Bible, allegedly as a joke. However, Bobby Dale confessed to his pastor that
that's definitely a murder-suicide.
that witchcraft may have been a factor in their deaths. Sherilyn's mother believed that the Jamesons had somehow gotten involved with a cult and were murdered by violent members. But she never named the cult, and there's no evidence supporting that theory.
Nah, I think that's definitely like a murder-suicide.
On
That's
January 10th,
fucking
2019,
awful.
in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom, a thief was caught on an inner home security camera. First, he triggers the patio light, which he doesn't care about, and then shines his flashlight inside the home to see what he can take. He then proceeds to pick the lock on the sliding glass door and eventually is successful. He slides the door and listens in for a while before leaving the scene in a hurry. But seconds later, he returns, and this time he actually enters the home and begins getting a better look at the place. Then the house alarm goes off and he makes a run for it for good this time. Keep in mind, the homeowners were in the house the whole time. They were upstairs and they were fucking horrified seeing how deep someone got into their house. One of the homeowners explained on Facebook, "So last night at around 12:30 a.m. we got broken into by this scumbag. Luckily he fled by our house alarm, but still managed to break our patio lock completely and get into the living room. Absolutely mind-boggled that someone was in my house while I was asleep. We noticed a car come down the road and pass our house twice just a few minutes before this man ran up our drive. The car looks like a black BMW 1 Series. CCTV also shows he has a funny limp with his walk. Someone must recognize this. Honestly gutted. Hopefully the
Does he have a limp? It didn't look like it. It looked like he was sneaking like a cartoon
how
character.
Quiet the thief was and how deep he got into the house. And luckily for them, they had a camera inside the home, which I don't really see most homes do. It's usually businesses that have inner security cameras. The person was never caught, in case you're wondering. I mean, they're wearing a mask. You can't really do anything about that one. But yeah, I thought this was a scary one to add to the list. Let's continue. Ghosts.
That one's like something out of Mr.
So
Nightmare, like the actual footage
that are
stuff.
caught on security camera footage. A lot of people think these are ghosts or souls, and this is how they appear in video. Just bright balls of light that the human eye can't see. Some people like to see it as their loved ones visiting them, but we'll never really know. Though it is interesting how many orbs are caught on camera. Moving on to more creepy stuff are actual like ghosts caught on film. Now there are many of these cases. I think most of them are fake. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show you some that I think could be real.
I want to be convinced. I've been wanting real evidence.
Most people just try to fake it to get clout, you know. So I got some genuine ones for you guys. Here we have a video taken by a mother of a little boy on his bicycle, and if you look closely at the balcony, you can see the shape of a little child. This took place in England, and
a little child. I thought this was like the ghost of like Charles III or something up there. That's a kid. What's he wearing? A suit with like a flower in his pocket? That's not a kid. That's an old monarch.
In England, and the property dates back to the 19th century.
A Jedi.
The mother asked officials about the figure, and they said only security was in the building at the time. And I don't think they have 4'9" securities guarding the place. The next clip is from 2019, and I'll just read how the video starts off. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation. We decided to leave our cats home alone for the few nights we would be gone. We scheduled a house sitter to come by and check up on them every other morning. When we arrived back home, we noticed a strange change in their behavior, so we decided to review the footage.
Now they're bipedal.
One of the cats already seems startled
and
by
they
the time
bench
the video
press.
starts, and if you look at the right side of the video, we can see a shadow walk past the hallway.
Oh shit.
Then we see this table shake and the door open. The video ends with this title card. This happened December 18th, 2019. We decided to wait before releasing the footage publicly. Please share this video. We are still looking for answers. Okay, while I was writing the script down, I realized this one kinda seems fake too. Sorry for saying these could be real. But I mean, why beg people to fucking share the video? What the fuck are they gonna do? Get Bill Nye the Science Guy to fucking, oh, it's scientifically proven. Like, no. Like, you have ghosts in your house. You don't need this to get...
You don't understand.
That's all I think
There's
about
experts
it. Let me know
out
what you
there.
think about it.
There's always the TikTok, or witch talk, excuse me, that can explain away anything. I still remember the time I accidentally played a prank on them with the haunted egg video. That was unlucky. They were not happy about that. But god damn it, reading those or watching those responses about like, finally it's confirmed, was pretty joyous. If anyone remembers that. That wasn't even on purpose. You mean, yeah, Matt put the prank on me, which ended up pranking them. Because I genuinely didn't know. God, that's still so embarrassing. Banger, though. Banger, though.
Okay, but this next one I think was 100% real. Like, actually 100% real. This footage literally gives me chills. Apparently, this family in 2019 thought their house was haunted, and they had been experiencing paranormal things. Like, for example, the mother said she felt someone's hands on her neck while sleeping. The footage shows a figure walking by the baby's crib, and the baby ended up with a scratch on her face the morning after.
Thanks, resub frogs.
Also, the baby's grandpa explained that he had heard a story about the previous homeowner committing by jumping out the window.
The story that I was told was the gentleman that lived here originally committed, apparently, by jumping out this window.
But then they showed the house, and I think you could break your bones but not die from this. Also, fucking scary place to own a house? Literally in the middle of the fucking woods.
That is a fair comparison.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Fucking
I
wood.
will agree, this is a fucking weird house. Where do you even find a listing for this? This looks like a shed that someone just stumbled upon. They're like, yeah, I can sell this. What an interesting abode.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Woman in handcuffs. On August 24th, 2018 in Montgomery, Texas, security camera footage caught a woman in handcuffs.
Oh, I
ringing
actually
a
remember
home's
this one. This
doorbell
one's
and
just
then walking
legitimately
away. It was
sad.
about 3:20 a.m. and the frightened home resident called police, saying that there was a woman wearing what looked like restraints with no shoes and that she was ringing their doorbell late in the evening. The footage went viral, making national news. At first, no one was able to identify the woman as police searches intensified. Local officials were worried that something may have happened to the woman as she appeared to be in distress in the footage. 5 days later, on August 29th, the woman was identified as 32-year-old local resident whose name was kept private for safety reasons due to suspected domestic violence. She told police she had been sexually and that the broken restraints on her wrists were bondage cuffs.
A lot of details, but I was scared at the time, and that's what caused me to ring the neighbor's doorbell. I believe in my heart that is not who he truly is, so I don't want, it hurts me to see him bashed online.
When she was found, her boyfriend was also found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She explained that not only did she try ringing doorbells, but she also tried waving cars down, but
I didn't remember that part.
She wouldn't disclose details about what caused her to flee from the home, but she told local news that she forgives him.
I woke up and he was kneeling on my chest and stuffing some sort of cloths in my mouth, duct taping my entire head. Felt like when that was happening, like
I just remember the ring footage
I was
thing.
going to die there that night.
Missy Beavers killer. Terry Missy Beavers was born on August
Tier
9,
1 Haas,
1970 in
Smed.
Graham, Texas.
Tier
Married
1
to Brandon
robot.
Beavers in 1998, Missy was a mother to 3 daughters and the family resided in Red Oak. Missy Beavers worked as a fitness instructor, holding Camp Gladiator boot camps at Midlothian's Creekside Church of Christ, only 20